For today's deck testing video, and again I laugh because some of these are not really deck testing, we are going to be doing a bit of a palate cleansing because yesterday we played Tribunal, and I know that that's everybody's favorite, so we're going to go the exact opposite direction. We're going to play old school Orcs. This is just Orc Warrior, it's Orc Tribal. This is the heavier red version because I wanted to also run Mighty Ally, so there's only 4 endurance cards, but basically we're running some orcs, and we're gonna be proactive. We're gonna whack some people in the face, maybe catch a win or two. Again, like always, 2 games, win or lose. Hopefully it's more wins than losses, or at least 1 and 1. I actually don't know how well orcs are really positioned right now. Wood Orc, Headhunter, Sower, always quality cards, but there's a lot of Tribunal running around, which is a bit of a bane. There's a lot of aggro that can go underneath it, so if I'm being honest, I'm not super confident in what we're going to be doing here. But I wanted to do something different. We did Tribunal, sure, we'll keep it. We did Tribunal, so I wanted to do something different. I kept this because we had a curve. We don't have any 1-drops, and being able to have like a 2-3-4 makes sense. Banner here, it's in here as a 1-of, but ironically is not half bad against these intelligence-based decks because it really shuts out Ice Storm.
Friend. Feel the Night Mother's love.
This is actually not a half bad spot to actually consider even developing it, so I think we're going to. I like it in here as a 1-of as well because it can be used as like a combat trick of sorts. So that's the other reason we're going with this. Okay. So they're still going to get the trade. But this is not the end of the world for us by any means.
Your blood will spill.
We're going to make him use this other curse, I think, as well. Though, there's a couple of different ways we could go with this, right? In theory, we actually could play both initiates, but I think we want to wait till we're about to break a rune in that regard, so
we must protect.
We're going to do this. You know what? Actually, let's let them keep that. Let's do that. Try to set ourselves up for maybe a double transform rune break here. Now, because it says guard, Viper still potentially eats it. That's always a concern here.
Shall we put in a dishonest
Brynjolf's a pretty solid answer on their end as well. But we do get this rune break in, so we are going to just go ahead and slam both of these.
They're in my sights.
So that's a lot of value. Now, these do not benefit from our banner, but that's still a lot of value. And unless they have 1 more damage, this doesn't trade heads up. Wow, they've already drawn from their skill golem. I swear, the cards that shuffle into your deck, man, I tell you, I feel like that thing is broken.
I can smell it.
They have a really good anti-aggro start against us. This is kind of not great. Okay, so, I mean, we're just... Sower's not half bad here. We're just going to have to take care of the Brynjolf. There's nothing we can really do about that. I don't think we want to slap Sower down until this is at least gone, though this is going to make this trade. But I think that instead what we really want to do in this situation is do this and this, but not attack with this yet. I know that seems weird, but if you attack with this, it's going to just allow them to value trade, right? Like this trades into this, kills it, and that's not worth the 2 damage. But having them both on the board means that next turn, if we want, we could instead play Militant Chieftain, for example. Which then means that either one of these could trade into this, run it over, get it out of the way.
I will keep Sotha-Syl's people
Oh my
alive.
lord, they've also found a Galen. This is over. I'm just calling it. It is done.
Yes, I do everything
Skill
myself.
Golem and Galen. Alright, so again, here we take this. I feel like what we want to do is run it over with this. We do need to get it out of the way. So we can start getting some value there. And we're going to go with This over this one, even though this one's more aggressive, this one dies to Ice Storm. Not that I think they're going to Ice Storm anytime soon. Maybe we should have went with the more aggressive one here.
Repel the Outlanders.
Alright.
I learned.
Gonna use that curse and trade. These things are so good. Interesting. Just more drain, huh? That's a very timely silence on our end. Very well executed. I feel like we actually want to take the value trades here, even though it sets us up for a really bad Ice Storm time. I mean, we need to at least do this. No, let's just go face. I had a moment where I was like, oh, let's tamper down this board. Let's control things, and then I remembered we're orcs, right? Like, ultimately, I think that you do this. You know, if they have the Ice Storm, then they can clear, looks like everything but our Ravager, and I suspect that's going to be the play here. There it is. Debilitate here is also pretty debilitating, but... The one health wounded orc, but again, we know it's gonna die, and there's not much you can really do about that, right? Like, if they have it, they have it. If they don't, they don't.
Do you not fear me?
We're gonna hold this till we find another orc. We've got enough of them. The other reason you hold this is because if we top deck something like Wood Orc Headhunter, even if this gets no value, playing this to ensure the Headhunter gets charged is pretty important. Well, that's not very kind. This is even less kind. I'm so surprised to see a Telvanni deck running the bats. Well, and then you speak of the devil, right? Do we care about the charge here? Or do we actually play it in reverse order? I think we actually go reverse order. We won't be able to stop this. They're going to get the drain off. There's nothing I could do about that. But I actually think that instead, you do it in this order. Because you want the bigger bodies, right? Play them. They both stay in shadow. Hopefully that protects from Viper. They don't have a Dawn's Wrath effect. There's no sheer point in play to worry about something like Banelord. I think this is better. Alright, now we could get shut out by something like Giant Snake here, obviously, but... Or that. That seems pretty good for them as well. That seems pretty good for them as well. Largely because it means with the top decks that we have, we do not get a one-for-one trade, so that Dark Seducer is likely just going to win them the game, right? That's putting them well above in the health total category. Would have been nice to maybe have an Earthbone there for that, or a Chieftain. Again, like, a Chieftain would have been fine. Being able to trade, actually that Chieftain would have been fantastic there. Being able to trade this would survive. But now instead we have to give them so much health. It's really not a good time for us. They have a fistful of cards and they are back up to 28. We are out of tricks. Here comes the conscription. It'll just be an immense amount of value as well. This game, like I said, it's over. Called it a bit ago, kind of jokingly with the Galen there, but the Seducer pretty much sealed it. Gonna take the Fire Bloom here as well. We can't even draw. Oh, it hurts. Fine. We'll hold it. We'll hold it to hold out fake hope. The glimmer of hope. This is literally the only non-red orc, non-red creature in the deck.
You must prove
Stronghold.
your mastery, mortal.
Getting shut out. This is going to be another clear here as they set themselves up for the lethal. I expect to go to 16 here,
Death comes
and them
on
to
silent
pass.
wings.
and then that will be it. Oh, look. There's the Earthbone that we needed. I'm just going to pass and accept our fate. While we do have theoretically prophecies in this deck that save us, not in the capacity that we would like, yeah. So,
Let nothing through. Close
you know, we'll
ranks.
go through the motions here.
I smell fresh meat.
But this still trades in, and then any 2 damage on Kano is certainly more than enough, and that's going to be that. So Dark Seducer getting the job done for our opponent. And it feels bad to be an Orc player, but as I said, I'm not sure Orcs are really well positioned right now. I just wanted to do something a bit different, a bit fun, you know? Sometimes you gotta reach into your bag of tricks, pull something out that maybe you put on a shelf in the back of your closet. Alright, jumping into game 2 here, and now we're up against Empire. Now if it's aggro Empire, we probably lose because they get out much faster. And if it is control Empire, we probably lose because they'll have a lot of great... We don't really want any of this in the opener. They'll probably have a lot of great removal options for our big threats. That might be okay though. Withered Hand Cultist might help us get the job done. Maybe. Probably not though. Alright, well, feels bad to play that as a 2-3, but you always want to get that tempo up and going.
Sign me up.
That's a really good top deck for us.
You get one
Fantastic.
shot. Time to die.
This is like the reason to play Orcs. This card is
Your calling or
honestly
your
just
life.
kind of
Choose.
that good. I know it seems like it might not be the case,
Steel
but it
and
totally
stone.
is.
Make your peace, dog.
And we'll slap down the old Butcher. They're going to get a value trade here. Unavoidable. But you want to get that Butcher in play. They're likely going to take the bigger
What's
one, which
yours?
means that at least one of these will get the opportunity to draw. If we went that route. However, instead we're going to slap down this Withered Hand Cultist in all likelihood.
Steel and stone. Moloch's
Well,
left
let's get this
fang.
attacking first.
Steel
Make
and
sure they don't have
stone.
anything there, and yeah, we're gonna just slap this down to hopefully push off Edict and Javelin for a turn, get some more value out of this 6-5. And no, the answer instead is it's gonna eat a Viper. Okay, that is less than ideal, and now our hand becomes
A dark
clunky
omen for you.
because we want to play 2 creatures, but we want to be able to draw from these. Earthbone Spinner we need to save for, I think, better targets. This is just all around a pretty clunky position. So I think we're just going to do this. And this, sadly. Again, we're not going to get to draw, but we need the body. Anyway. I think that sometimes you just have to accept you're not going to get full value. This will eat a Viper. Which again, puts us right back where we were if we don't top deck a cheap red creature. And we did not. I mean, thankfully this gets us something back. We get some value here, but it was not the cheap red creature we were hoping
Make your
for.
peace, dog.
So, Stronghold Patrol, for a deck that literally only runs 3 creatures in the entire deck that are not red, Stronghold Patrol is having a really hard time drawing cards in this particular video. It's a great turn for them. Gain some health, get some trades. They denied our red cards even further. This is going to be
Let nothing through.
Gatekeeper
Too late for you.
into a Butcher. Now, we could eat a Dawn's Wrath here, but at least it would get this out of the way. They did a great job of pushing us completely out of the field lane, so bravo to them. Alright, that's equally problematic. We actually might need to consider silencing this. I know that sounds weird, but there's a strong chance that that ends up being correct. Because this is going to eat this one way or the other, but we really want them to just not be gaining health any longer.
Blood and honor.
So it feels really bad. We're going to do this. Again, hope that they don't have the Dawn's Wrath. This is kind of a nice find. Still only 2 damage, though. No clan captain or chieftain currently in hand to help give it a boost. But these can get out of control. You do not want to leave these to continue generating value. They are potentially the most annoying. Wow, we actually are going to pull this off. So we get this. And oh, we're gonna be 1 short. Oh. So close. Alright, I got a little excited too fast. I was hoping we were going to top deck that damage, but we did not quite get there. So we're going to go ahead and push that. And
Their defenses will crumble.
I have not had the Dawn's Wrath yet. I think we just go for it. I think we play what we got to play. Hope they don't have it. If they do have it, hope we top deck. A chieftain, a clan captain, even an archer, like a ping 1 to the face from our guard would be enough to help get it done. I mean, right now, any creature surviving has the potential to be lethal.
Bow to these provincial militia.
All right, that's
Watch this.
problematic. Right? Just because they're going to have 3 guards here. This was the 1 damage. If they did not have guards everywhere, this would have got it done for us.
Cower in fear or face my wrath.
This would have gotten it done for us. Instead, we are still left wanting. Would have been nice to get that stone shard orc this time around.
Moloch, guard my hand!
We're in a tough spot because I need to be able to deal with this somehow as well. Maybe playing this turn was a mistake. There's an argument to be made about maybe I should have held on to that and hoped to draw a second one. Use 1 to trade in and then the other to finish.
I'll cripple you.
Cut them down.
And conscription again. Seems to be a recurring theme today, and more guards. We got really punished here with this coming into play in the location that it did. If this would have been over here, we still only had the 1 guard that we would have needed to plow through.
Enough!
Well, we're just gonna have to make the attempt, right?
The battle shall be ours. You can't win.
We must protect our stronghold.
Again, argument to be made about holding this if you top deck another one of these and they don't remove everything. Something can hit through the guard and then the charge creature could finish, but
Let
I
nothing
think at this
through.
point
Close
you
ranks.
I think you just kind of have to do this. The Clivia was a bit of a blowout because we had no good answer.
Your coin or your life. Choose.
And it's just nothing but guards. So the only thing that really saves us at this point is we need an Earthbone to deal with this and give us hope. And that doesn't even like let us win this turn. It's just we have to shut this off. I mean, we get a victory if we top deck something like Stone Shard Orc here. Oh, baby!
Get one shot.
Oh, baby! Off the top! Off the top rope!
Bones will shatter. Enough.
They're in my sights.
Make sure I sequence this right, because I'm super excited. Gotta make sure we don't mess it up. Off the top! Alright, 1-1 with the Orcs. A hard-fought, hard-earned victory. Could not beat the first conscription, but we take down the second. Palate cleansed, faith restored in my orc friends. And that's it. That's 2 games, win or lose. So if you made it this far, thanks for watching. I appreciate you. Until next time, may you walk on warm sands.